What's going on, everybody? Sports Player 2.0 Daniel here. And guys, we went 5-5 in the NHL, 4-3 in the NBA, and 7-2 in the MLB. So we had a so-so day in the NHL, a good day in the NBA, one game over 500, which is not bad, but not good either. And 7-2 in the MLB. We went 5 games over 500 in the MLB, so that's great. But we gotta do better in the NHL and in the NBA. So let's move on to tomorrow's games. The Rangers are going to New York to face the Islanders. The Rangers come in at 18, 16, and 5, and the Islanders come in at 26, 10, and 4. The last game for the New York Rangers, they lost 5-2 versus the Pittsburgh Penguins, and for the New York Islanders, they won 3-2 in a shootout versus the Philadelphia Flyers. And the likely starters for this game is Keith Kincaid for the New York Rangers and Semyon Varlamov for the New York Islanders. And the New York Islanders are a favorite in this one, but give me upset. Give me the Rangers to win this game on the road in New York. Next up, we have the Arizona Coyotes going to Vegas to face the Golden Knights. The Coyotes come in at 19, 16, and 5, and the Golden Knights come in at 25, 11, and 2. The last game for the Arizona Coyotes, they lost 4-3 versus the LA Kings, and for the Vegas Golden Knights, they also lost 3-1 versus the St. Louis Blues. So both teams here need a rebound, and the likely starters for this game is Aiden Hill for the Arizona Coyotes, and Robin Lehner for the Vegas Golden Knights. And the Vegas Golden Knights are a favorite in this one. Give me the Golden Knights to win this game at home. Next up, we have the Pittsburgh Penguins going to New Jersey to face the Devils. The Penguins come in at 25, 13, and 2, and the Devils come in at 14, 18, and 6. For the Pittsburgh Penguins, their last game, they won 5-2 versus the New York Rangers. And for the New Jersey Devils, they also won 6-3 versus the Buffalo Sabres. And the likely starters for this game is Casey DeSmith for the Pittsburgh Penguins and Mackenzie Blackwood for the New Jersey Devils. And the Pittsburgh Penguins are a favorite in this one. Give me the Penguins to win this game on the road in New Jersey. Next up, we have the Washington Capitals going to Buffalo to face the Sabres. The Capitals come in at 25, 11, and 4, and the Sabres come in at 9, 24, and 6. The last game for the Washington Capitals, they lost 4-2 versus the Boston Bruins. And for the Buffalo Sabres, they lost 6-3 versus the New Jersey Devils. So both teams here need a rebound. And the likely starters for this game is Vitek Vanacek for the Washington Capitals and Dustin Tokarski for the Buffalo Sabres. And the Washington Capitals are a favorite in this one. Give me the Capitals to win this game on the road in Buffalo. Next up, we have the Minnesota Wild going to St. Louis to face the Blues. The Wild come in at 24, 12, and 2, and the Blues come in at 17, 16, and 6. The last game for the Minnesota Wild, they won 8-3 versus the Colorado Avalanche, and for the St. Louis Blues, they won 3-1 versus the Vegas Golden Knights. And the likely starters for this game is Cam Talbot for the Minnesota Wild and Jordan Binnington for the St. Louis Blues. And the St. Louis Blues are a favorite in this one, but give me upset. Give me the Wild to win this game on the road in St. Louis. Next up, we have the Colorado Avalanche going to Anaheim to face the Ducks. The Avalanche come in at 26, 9, and 4, and the Ducks come in at 12, 21, and 7. The last game for the Colorado Avalanche, they lost 8-3 versus the Minnesota Wild, and for the Anaheim Ducks, they won 5-1 versus the San Jose Sharks. And the likely starters for this game is Philip Grubauer for the Colorado Avalanche and John Gibson for the Anaheim Ducks. And the Colorado Avalanche are a favorite in this one. Give me the Avalanche to win this game on the road in Anaheim. Next up, we have the Los Angeles Kings going to San Jose to face the Sharks. The Kings come in at 15, 17, and 6, and the Sharks come in at 17, 17, and 4. The last game for the LA Kings, they won 4-3 versus the Arizona Coyotes, and for the San Jose Sharks, they lost 5-1 versus the Anaheim Ducks. And the likely starters for this game is Cal Peterson for the LA Kings and Martin Jones for the San Jose Sharks. And the San Jose Sharks are a favorite in this one. Give me the Sharks to win this game at home. And that does it for the NHL. Let's move on to the NBA. The Grizzlies are going to New York to face the Knicks. The Grizzlies come in at 26-23, and the Knicks come in at 25-27. And the Memphis Grizzlies are a 1.5 point favorite in this one. But give me upset. Give me the Knicks to win this game at home. Next up, we have the Indiana Pacers going to Orlando to face the Magic. The Pacers come in at 23-27, and the Magic come in at 17-34. I'm gonna go with the Pacers here. Give me the Pacers to win this game on the road in Orlando. Next up, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves going to Boston to face the Celtics. The Timberwolves come in at 13-39, and the Celtics come in at 26-26, and the Boston Celtics are an 8.5 point favorite in this one. Give me the Celtics to win this game at home. Next up, we have the Chicago Bulls going to Atlanta to face the Hawks. The Bulls come in at 22-28, and the Hawks come in at 27-25, and the Atlanta Hawks are a 3 point favorite in this one. Give me the Hawks to win this game at home. Next up, we have the 76ers going to New Orleans to face the Pelicans. The 76ers come in at 35-16, and the Pelicans come in at 22-29. I'm going to go with the 76ers here. Give me the 76ers to win this game on the road in New Orleans. Next up, we have the Charlotte Hornets going to Milwaukee to face the Bucks. The Hornets come in at 26-24, and the Bucks come in at 32-19. I'm gonna go with the home team here. Give me the Bucks to win this game at home. Next up, we have the San Antonio Spurs going to Denver to face the Nuggets. The Spurs come in at 24-25, and the Nuggets come in at 33-18. I'm gonna go with the Nuggets here. Give me the Nuggets to win this game at home. Next up, we have the Wizards going to Golden State to face the Warriors. The Wizards come in at 18-32, and the Warriors come in at 24-27. And the Golden State Warriors are a 4.5 point favorite in this one. Give me the Warriors to win this game at home. Next up, we have the Houston Rockets going to Los Angeles to face the Clippers. The Rockets come in at 14-37, and the Clippers come in at 35-18, and the Los Angeles Clippers are a 13.5 point favorite in this one. Give me the Clippers in a money line, but give me the Rockets plus 13.5. I think the Clippers will be tired to play the Rockets, so I don't think they will put up 13.5 points win. So I'm going to take the Clippers in a money line, but give me the Rockets plus 13.5. And that does it for the NBA. Let's move on to the MLB. The Yankees are going to Tampa Bay to face the Rays. The Yankees come in at 3-3, and the Rays come in at 2-4. For the Yankees, they won their series against the Orioles. They won 2 out of the 3 games. They lost the final game to the Orioles. And for the Tampa Bay Rays, they got swept by the Red Sox. So that's not what the Rays were looking for there. They got swept by the Red Sox after the Red Sox got swept by the Orioles. So yeah, the pitching matchup for this game is Corey Kluber for the New York Yankees and Rich Hill for the Tampa Bay Rays. And the New York Yankees are a favorite in this one. Give me the Yankees to win this game on the road in Tampa Bay, and give me the over 8.5 runs in that game. Next up, we have the Washington Nationals going to Los Angeles to face the Dodgers. The Nationals come in at 1-2, and the Dodgers come in at 5-2. For the Washington Nationals, they lost their series to the Braves. They lost 2 out of the 3 games. They won 1 game against the Braves. And for the LA Dodgers, they won 2 out of the 3 games against the Oakland Athletics. And the pitching matchup for this game is Joe Ross for the Washington Nationals and Walker Buehler for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And the Los Angeles Dodgers are a favorite in this one. Give me the Dodgers to win this game at home, and give me the under under 8.5 runs in that game. Next up, we have the Colorado Rockies going to San Francisco to face the Giants. The Rockies come in at 3-4, and the Giants come in at 3-3. For the Rockies, they won their series against the Diamondbacks. They won 2 out of the 3 games against the Diamondbacks. And for the San Francisco Giants, they won their series against the Padres. They won 2 out of the 3 games against the Padres. And the pitching matchup for this game is Austin Gomber for the Colorado Rockies and Johnny Cueto for the San Francisco Giants. And the San Francisco Giants are a favorite in this one. Give me the Giants to win this game at home, and give me the over 8.5 runs in that game. Next up, we have the Angels going to Tampa Bay to face the Blue Jays. The Angels come in at 5-2, and the Blue Jays come in at 3-4. Hold on. Game 1 was won by the Los Angeles Angels by a final score of 7-5 in 11 innings. The Angels won it 7-5 in 11 innings. It took extra innings. And the pitching matchup for this game is Andrew Heaney for the Los Angeles Angels. And for the Toronto Blue Jays, they're undecided. They don't know who's going to pitch for them. And there's no line for this game, but I'm going to go with the Angels here. Give me the Angels to win this game on the road in Tampa Bay. Next up, we have the Detroit Tigers going to Cleveland to face the Indians. The Tigers come in at 3-3, and the Indians come in at 2-3. For the Detroit Tigers, they lost their series to the Twins. They won only 1 game out of the 3. The Twins won that series 2 out of the 3 games. And for the Cleveland Indians, they tied the Royals. They split the series with them. They went 1-1. And the pitching matchup for this game is Julio Teheran for the Detroit Tigers and Zach Plesac for the Cleveland Indians. And the Cleveland Indians are a favorite in this one, but give me upset. Give me the Tigers to win this game on the road in Cleveland, and give me the under 8.5 runs in that game. Next up, we have the Philadelphia Phillies going to Atlanta to face the Braves. The Phillies come in at 5-1, and the Braves come in at 2-4. For the Phillies, they won their series against the Mets. They won 2 out of the 3 games. And for the Atlanta Braves, they also won their series against the Nationals. They won out of the 2 out of the 3 games. So the Nationals took 1, but the Atlanta Braves won that series 2 out of the 3. And the pitching matchup for this game is Zach Wheeler for the Philadelphia Phillies and Charlie Morton for the Atlanta Braves. And the Atlanta Braves are a favorite in this one. Give me the Braves to win this game at home, and give me the under 8 runs in that game. Next up, we have the San Diego Padres going to Texas to face the Rangers. The Padres come in at 4-3. And the Rangers come in at 3-3. For the San Diego Padres, they lost their series against the Giants. They only won 1 game out of the 3 games. And the Texas Rangers won their series against the Blue Jays. They won 2 out of the 3 games against the Blue Jays. And the pitching matchup for this game is Joe Musgrove for the San Diego Padres and Kohei Arihara for the Texas Rangers. And the San Diego Padres are a favorite in this one. Give me the Padres to win this game on the road in Texas, and give me the over 9 runs in that game. Next up, we have the Oakland Athletics going to Houston to face the Astros. The Athletics come in at 1-7, and the Astros come in at 6-1. Game 1 of this series was won by the Houston Astros by a final score of 6-2. The pitching matchup for this game is Sean Manaea for the Oakland Athletics and Lance McCullers Jr. for the Houston Astros. And the Houston Astros are a favorite in this one. Give me the Astros to win this game at home, and give me the under 9 runs in that game. And the final match of the day, we have the Cincinnati Reds going to Arizona to face the Diamondbacks. For the Reds, they swept the Pirates. They swept the 3-game series against the Pirates. They won all 3 games. And for the Arizona Diamondbacks, they lost 2-1 versus the Colorado Rockies. They lost 2 out of the 3 games against the Rockies. So they only won 1 game. They won the first game of the series and then lost 2 straight. And the pitching matchup for this game is Tyler Mahle for the Cincinnati Reds and Taylor Widener for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And the Cincinnati Reds are a favorite in this one. Give me the Reds to win this game on the road in Arizona, and give me the over 9 runs in that game. And that does it for today's picks for tomorrow's games. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please hit me the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.